Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Samprapte sannihite kale, nahi nahi rakshati dukrum karne. Bhagwan Shankaracharya writes in his Bhaja Govindam, Samprapte sannihite kale, when the time comes to depart from this world, nahi nahi rakshati dukrum karne. It doesn't matter what language you talk. So what exactly he wants to say? There are two things distinct. One is the means, second is the goal. Language is the means, and goal is to communicate knowledge or thoughts. Now, which language you talk, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you talk. Like we have come to this beautiful place, and we have come by car. So, whether the car is highly expensive or whether the car is a rental car or it is an old car, how does it matter? What matters is whether we have reached here or not. If this is clear, then all that we do, what we do karma. You should be good to others, you should not be bad. Then respect elders, get up early in the morning. For what? Then do yoga, twist the body. For what? Then chant the Lord's name. For what? See? Study scriptures. What is the purpose? What is the goal? And like in the morning we have seen, we do meditation. Meditation for what? Sitting in one posture for a long period. Many of us have got that funny notion. If you can sit quiet in one posture for a long period, you are a great yogi. Then all our Indian buffaloes are the greatest yogis. For us, even a small little disturbance is enough to disturb. And those great ones, even if a truck comes in front of them, they simply look at it with the most indifference. So what? See? What is the goal? So we are studying these Panchakoshas. Annamaya Kosh, body. Pranamaya Kosh, the breathing. Then Manomaya Kosh, the mind. Vijnanamaya Kosh, the doership. Anandamaya Kosh, the enjoyership. 5 of it. Now these are the means. See? But instead of taking the means as the means, we make them as a goal. So what is the goal of our life? We should have a healthy life. Health problem is such a terrible one. Don't waste time in being healthy. Health is a curse. See? Have you seen any terrorist unhealthy? Coming with a gun. Hey, come on, hold your patch over here. See? Health cannot be the goal of life. Similarly, long life. What will you do living long? Destroying the nature. See? Therefore, this Panchakosha that we are studying is for what? Like this beautiful house. We are staying here with a clear understanding. This is not ours. We are using it properly, nicely, with a clear understanding. We have to leave it. Is it not the same story with our body? This house is constructed by somebody. We rented it out. Similarly, body is created by somebody. We entered. Now we don't want to leave. Are? See, my friends. So, we take the body as a house where we are living. See, one day I went to one of my friend's house. I was a usual visitor. So, when I rang the bell, the maid servant opened the door. And I said, hey, Guptaji is there? No, Swamiji has gone out, but you come inside, doesn't matter. If he's not there, so what? There is furniture, there are walls, there is a TV. I had not come to see the furniture. I had come to see the person in the same manner. I am not talking to you, the body. I am talking to someone who is listening probably. Isn't it? My lips are not talking. Somebody behind the lips is talking. Your eyes are not seeing. Somebody behind the eyes is seeing. Now I see you all distinct. When I remove my glasses and look at you, for me, what is my experience now? It's a collage. See? So, never mind, I keep the glasses here. Now look here, glasses are looking at you. Glasses are the means. In the same manner, body is a means. It is just a house. Therefore, let us use the body so that the goal is reached. Clarity is necessary. Otherwise, whole life only was. I want to maintain. These days, girls are so crazy. They want to maintain the figure, and they want to become so thin that if a bicycle goes nearby, by that airflow, they are flown away. Thin. Don't get lost in that figure business. Be fat, strong. Fat, strong people are happy. Bony people are miserable and cranky. See? But whole life is spent only on body. So once we accept this, that the embodied is other than the body, then we start working on the next step of our spiritual evolution. Therefore, we have seen how these Panchakoshas we cannot be. Body is inert, prana is inert, mind is inert, intellect is inert, and Anandamaya Kosh is inert. It's not me. See? So that one has as if become many on account of the conditionings. Now, this particular point I am telling you is very, very important and the most vital point in the spiritual evolution. You have to recognize this. This example I gave 100 times. It's a very simple example. And I give my example because I can do anything with me. So I am one. With reference to my father, I am a son. With reference to my wife, I am a husband. With reference to my son, I am a father. Have I become three? And who is miserable? These three fellows. Where are they? Next step. My father dies. What happened to me, the son? Nothing. Because when there is no father, there is no son. Then my wife dies. Therefore, I was giving my example. See? Then my wife dies. What happens to me, the husband? Nothing. Because without wife, how can I be husband? Then my son dies. What happens to me, the father? Nothing. And who is miserable? These three entities who have no existence. And our whole life is only the story of these three dumb fellows who don't exist. So, one reality with the conditioning of the body becomes a body. With the conditioning of the prana becomes an active. With the conditioning of the mind becomes the feeler of good and bad experiences. With the conditioning of the intellect becomes the doer, achiever. With the conditioning of the Anandamaya Kosha become the enjoyer. Has he ever become many? So when my father dies, I lose nothing. When my wife dies, I do nothing. When my son dies, I lose nothing. Nothing because I am independent of them. But if I die, then there is no son, there is no husband, and there is no father. So who is the reality? Think, my friends. Therefore, the rule is that which appears many on account of the conditionings, that manyness is an appearance, but it is not real. See? Anywhere, old fellows like me, and one of them has to die. There is no choice. So, one man died, old fellow, and his wife was crying. Without him I cannot live. Why did you leave and go away? Now who will look after me? I cannot live without you. Finally the dead body was removed and she continued living. And the children were asking, that day you told you cannot live without him, now it is 3 years more. What happened? Change the plan? See, friends. Look at life with this vision of wisdom. Gatasuna gatasuscha nanu shochanti panditaha. Wise people are not miserable because somebody dies and because somebody doesn't die. Ignorant people are miserable for both the things. When somebody dies, oh, he should not have done. But this fellow is not dying. Arre? Discover this wisdom is possible only by one technique. Come to this basic principle. One, because of the conditioning, appears to be many, but he has never become many. Then the question comes, how to live life? Whatever role you have to play your role perfectly well, but don't get rolled up in the role. See? This is what spiritual life is. Therefore, here we have come up to the truth is not an object of experience. Swayam eva anubhutitvad vidyate na anubhavyata jnatru jnanantara bhavad adneyo natu asattaya. So, this particular funny thing, do you have one person, a young boy asked me this question, have you seen God? I said, why should I tell you? No, Vivekananda had asked Ramakrishna Paramahamsa same question. I said, you may be Vivekananda, I am not Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Then I asked him, when you are asking me, have you seen God? Please define God, I don't know. God you don't know? I said, no. God is love. What is love? Love is God. First one confusion, now two confusions. See, friends, have you seen God? Now, why this question comes? Because God is an object. to be experienced as someone other than me. God is an object living above the clouds. God is an object, He has no other business except pack homeopathy doses of miseries and deliver perfectly, DHL. See, friends, therefore, it is not an object of experience, God realization. No. See, because it is an experience without an experiencer. The ocean can become the wave. When the wave wanted to see what the ocean is like and jump into the ocean, she never came back. One example is given by Sant Dhaneshwar Maharaj. A doll of salt wanted to see the depth of the ocean and she jumped into it and never came out. See, friends. Therefore, let us remove that funny thing from, oh, that day I had such a wonderful experience. My whole body was shaking, and there was perspiration and all that. But it was a divine experience. Every experience is divine. A stone doesn't have experience. See? Therefore, remove that portion. Experience of consciousness. No. Therefore, Swayam eva anubhutitvat. The nature of the self is experience. And jnatru jnanantara bhavad adneyaha natu asattaya. And why this is unknown? Because there is no necessity to know. See? When we do not know, then we require faith. And when we know, we don't require faith. One day, a person, he had a vow. Unless every day I feed a person, I will not take food. Good thing. And it so happened, one day has gone, nobody has come that day, he could not feed, so he could not take food. Second day went like that, he could not take food. Third day went like that, he could not take food. Oh God, please don't torture me like that. Please send somebody, I am so hungry, I am so hungry. Fourth day, a person came, or rags and all that. And he will go, thank God somebody has come. Sit down, take food. And the moment he sat down, he went and started not eating that. This man says, stop that. Why? You are not praying to God? No, I don't pray to God. Then don't take the food. He said, take your food, who cares? Even again he is hungry. Again he prays, oh Lord, that day you sent one person, but he didn't want to pray to God, to you. How can I allow him to take food? He said, you Dumbo, how can I pray to myself? I only came. You can have doubt, confusion about everything except your own being. Even a mad person knows he is. Therefore, there is no operation of the mind or the sense organs in the knowledge of the self. This is one of the most important things. But normally many seekers, when they sit for meditation, they see the light and then the light goes away. So remember this rule. Anything which comes and goes, delete. Don't allow any impressions to be formed on the mind. Because whatever is cognized by the mind is good, bad, etc. Whatever is understood by the intellect is a concept. The self is not a concept. I am rich, I am poor, I am American, I am Indian, I am educated, I am uneducated. These are concepts. But I am is not a concept. These concepts are subject to change. Earlier I was Indian, now I am American. Concept has changed. But the Dumbo is the same. There also he was miserable. Here he is luxuriously miserable. Think. And because the truth is neither an object of knowledge, sense organs don't function, nor an experience of something, therefore mind doesn't function, nor effect of any activity, therefore prana doesn't function. Is not the concept, therefore intellect doesn't function. And is not temporary, therefore Anandamaya Kosh doesn't function. This experience of yours, whether eyes are open or closed, whether sitting in a asana or whichever way, makes no difference. Being is different from becoming. Man is, he becomes husband. And becoming is subject to change. Earlier he was man, then he became husband, then he became father, then he became a father-in-law, then he became unwanted. See? इस घर में कोई देखता ही नहीं हमारे तरफ. See, friends, discover this truth and be happy. Therefore, Jnatno Dhanantara Bhavat Adneya Natu Asattaya. It is not an object of knowledge. Now, the second point we have seen, like the sugar is sweet of its own, doesn't require additional source of sweetness from others, in the same manner, to know the self, we don't require anybody's certification. If you have to take your pension, then you go to the bank and they will ask you, show your certificate. I am Jinda here. No, we want certificate whether you are alive or not. Some authority, proof is required. Now what proof is required for our being? No proof is required. Be attentive. Therefore, spiritual awakening is when being and knowing merges into one. Where being and knowing is separate, it is at the level of the mind. This is a book. How this book is known? 3 stages. First, this is a book. Second, I know this is a book. Unless there is a knower, knowledge cannot happen. See? Like this flower pot and this glass. They are next to each other. Do they know each other? No. A knower is necessary for the knowledge to happen. So this is a book. I know this is a book. And third most important step, I know that I am not the book. Otherwise, what a great fun it will be. This is a donkey. I know this is a donkey. And I am a donkey. No. So that knowledge where not I-ness is born is at the level of the thought, mind. See? And when it comes to ourselves, do you know yourself? Yes, I know. How do you know? I know I am not me. It cannot happen. And therefore, the satta or existence is independent of everything. This is called as bodha. There are 2 words in Sanskrit. One is called as jnanam and second is bodha. Jnana is knowledge gained from some source. Bodha is our direct experience. Now, Mabhut tatha anubhavyatvam bodhatma natu hiyate. Now, after having told this, now the teacher gives the quotes from the scriptures Upanishad. Swayam bhati swayam jyotir bhavattesha purusmat bhasate khilar tameva bhantam anveti tad bhasa bhasate jagat. This mantra comes in Kathopanishad as well as in Mundakopanishad. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो भाति कुतो यमग्नि तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वम तस्य भाषा सर्वमिदं विभाति. So स्वयमेव भवत्येष. Now to understand this, let's take an example. How this book is seen by me or anybody. The book is not self-illumined, so it requires some additional light. If it is in the darkness, it can't be seen. Number one. Secondly, simply book is kept in the light. It will not be known. Because the knower is required. And the knower is there, but he has closed his eyes. Then he can't see. So first light is the external light of that bulb. Second light is the light of the eyes. Third, they all must come in proximity. Then behind the eye, there must be mind, light of the mind. Then only a knower is born that this is a book. See? Because it is not self-illumined. See? Now suppose I want to see this light bulb. Will I require this book? Arey, get the book, yaar. Where is the light? Let me see. No need. Because the light is self-illumined. Now come to yourself. Are you there? Let me ask, Mummy, am I here? No. We don't require anybody's authentication for our being. Whether I am or I am not. See? Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvedam vibhati. Now to understand this, there are two ways. One is go from the periphery to the center, or go start from the center and reach the periphery. Both ways are equally okay. See? Objects, one object we will take. Colors and forms, they hide the vision. When we give too much importance to the colors and forms, our attention is not on the vision. But when we go to the ophthalmologist, that time our attention is on the vision, not on what is shown. When they give something to read, once I went to some place, they gave me something to read, so I started reading. Swami, I say, I am reading. No, you don't have to read that. Then why did you give me that? No, you read loudly and let me see whether you know or not. I said, I know English. Not that way. Got frustrated. So what he was trying, he was not testing my English education knowledge, but he wanted to see whether my eyes are functional or not. So in the same manner, when we are lost in the objective world, this objective world covers our sense organs. Now the second one. When we become the slave to our sense organs, then it covers our mind. See? How much importance we give to the sense organs. Whole life goes only in trying to fulfill the itch of the sense organs. Kujli. Santa Ganeshwara gives a good technique. He said, the 10 of them to control is very difficult. Start with one. Which one? He says tongue. 2 in 1. See? Eating, whatever comes, enjoy it, finish it off. I want this, I want that. I want this, I want that. You know the beautiful part of it? Tongue makes us eat so much. As a result, we become fat. Have you ever seen a fat man's tongue is also fat? The tongue remains thin. And we become fat. Yeah, it's too much. Isn't it? You see some of the singers, they are very fat, but how nicely they sing. The tongue has no vajan bad gaya. Oh. And the second thing, second function of the tongue is talking. Non-stop, blah, 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 blah. Ram, 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 ram. One day, a teacher was asking some questions to the student. The one who is responsible for moving the car, what is he called as? Oh, he is called as driver. Very good. The one who moves the plane, what is he called? He is called as a pilot. Very good. And the one who goes on talking whether others listen or not, who is he called as? Teacher. So I am talking. Whether you want to listen or who knows? See? So many times we keep on talking. Reduce, most important thing. But it should come from within you, not from compulsion. Those people who go for this vipassana, they torture themselves. You are not supposed to talk to anybody. And when you walk, look at your own toe, whether they are polished or not. Don't look here and there. And don't talk. Don't look eye to somebody. And then inside volcanoes are. How many days more? No. Be attentive. When there is a need, talk. When there is no need, don't talk. But we observe more. About this experience I explained in one of my talks. This happened in Haridwar, Rishikesh somewhere. One of my friend was with me, we were going by rickshaw, ordinary rickshaw. And he said, Swamiji, in this ashram, there's a great Mahatma. Should we go and take darshan? I said, yes, we can go. We got down from the rickshaw, left the rickshaw, went there. And I asked the secretary, any Mahatma who has got a secretary is a corporator Ananda. Mahatma should not have any walls around him. You are a public property. See? So, we say we have come to take darshan Mahatma. No, you cannot go there. He is in Maunam. I said, okay, don't scold. You go away. We went. Again he came running. Come here. Why? Mahatma is calling you. I said, how can he call? He is in Maunam. Don't argue. I said, all right, no argument. We went. Then I told my friend, hey, let's go and take darshan. You know, he cannot go. You only can go. I said, okay, enjoy. I am going for sacrifice. And like in the big chair that Mahatma was sitting, he was matching to that chair. And I am a plastic brand, so one plastic chair was here. Sit here. So I sat there. Then he was on Maunam. So he has taken, and he has kept a copy and pencil, everything with him. He wrote, what is your name? So I wrote down. Second question, where are you from? So I had to write something. Instead of giving a long reply, I told Vrindavan. Then third, where do you stay here? So I wrote something. He was writing as replying. Then I realized, come on, yaar, I can talk. Why I am not talking? And when I realized that, then I laughed. And he also realized that. He also laughed. Then I opened my mouth and I asked, sir, laughing is allowed in Maunam? See, friends, that is not right. When there is a need, talk. No need, don't talk. In this manner, First, objective world cover the sense organs. Second thing, the slavery to the sense organs cover the mind. And if our whatever we want we don't get, because the senses are ruling us, then our mind becomes emotional. Nobody cares for me. Emotion. See? Is it your birthday? Who knows whether I am born or not? See? Emotional person is constantly seeking attention. Okay. Now these emotions, when they overpower us, then intellect, the faculty of discrimination is completely clouded. Like the clouds today, they are covering the sun. See, one has to go beyond intellect, beyond mind. Then we come to the intellect. Now what is discrimination? Discrimination is not logic. Discrimination is find out the difference between the means and the goal. Are we getting lost in the means or our attention is on the goal? See? And when we thus keep ourselves in tune with the clarity of understanding, then we will come to know one day by God's grace that there is only one experience, and that experience is bliss. Bliss is causeless happiness. See, that is what we tell again and again. Be happy. You have done all your sadhana. Otherwise, keep on doing so many things and complaining. See, whenever I sit for meditation, too many thoughts come in my mind, all dirty thoughts. Why this is coming? Don't do meditation. Who compelled you? No, my Guru told, then do, suffer. Find out what you are seeking. And see the wrong questions. Too many thoughts come in the mind. Now where the thoughts should come? In the nose. And throw it away. Thoughts will come in the mind. Our complaint is, when my eyes are open, I can see everything. Right? Natural. This is how we make our life and spiritual life more miserable. Relax, relax, relax. Therefore, yenedam janate sarvam tat kena annena janatam vijñātāram kena vidya shaktam vedyetu sadhanam. Second quotation is given from another Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka. Yena idam janate sarvam, that by which everything is known. How that can be known by anything? Now this is only a statement, but it must become our own experience. I know the book. The book doesn't know me. In whose hand I am. See. Therefore, yena idam janate sarvam, that by which everything is known. So, waking is known by me, dream is known by me, deep sleep is known by me, samadhi is known by me, but none of them can know me. Childhood is known by me. The childhood will not know the teenagehood. The teenagehood is known by me. The teenagehood will not know the middle agehood. The middle agehood is known by me. The middle agehood will not know the old agehood. But I know everything. This cannot be an object of knowledge. A subject can never become an object. In the language of J. Krishnamurti, he used to use the word objectless awareness. We all know knowledge of. We all know experience of. We all know existence of. Switch off the off. Then knowledge, experience, or existence. Drop the objectivity. This is one of the biggest obstacles for the students who are practicing yoga. They are unable to drop the objectivity. Hold on to that only throughout life. See, it is something like you have the possibility of reaching the moon. That kind of instrument you have. And you have got that technique also. And then you are given freedom. This is the instrument by which you can even go to the moon without any efforts. Now decide where you want to go. McDonald, lagav ek. That which is meant for knowing the truth. Instead of that, we are all the time thinking about what? I should not get back pain. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. See, you know, in India we have animals in our house. Not the pets, but let's say cow. Now what for the cow is kept? For milk or cow dung? Cow dung comes free. No, we are maintaining cow so that we get cow dung every day for taking bath. See, in the same manner, health is a byproduct of spiritual life. Otherwise, the whole life goes only in that. See, therefore, yena idam janate sarvam tat kena annena janatam, and vijnandaram kena vidya shaktam vidyetu sadhanam. So this knower can never be known. And whatever is known, you require the means of knowledge. Now, by this way of contemplation, you will come to a point wherein unwanted thoughts will disappear from your mind. Too many questions. Why? Because the sky is too high. This one technique also I given many years before. Try these two things. Drop 2 words from your usage. Why and how. Don't use these 2 words. You will ask a question, but why? And then how? So what is our life? Whiling the life by howling at the life. It is like this only. There is no question. Be attentive. Have we ever asked why the fire is hot? We never ask. Then we accept it as it is, and then we decide how to interact with the fire. See? But why Swamiji is so angry? Don't ask this question. No, he is angry. It's a default setting. So what is to be done? Whenever you want to get your work done, do a little bit of polishing, get work done, and let him suffer. One lady wrote me recently, Swamiji, my husband is so terrible, he is always angry and finds out faults with me, and I feel so disgusted. I don't know whether I should continue or not. I said, look here, don't change problems. What is a divorce and remarriage? It is changing the problems. आसमान से टपके खजूर पे लटके. Divorce doesn't solve the problem, changes the problem. Then what is to be done? I said, that I can tell you. But don't tell him. I said, such husbands are dumb. They want babying. As the age grows more and more, the husbands need more and more of babying. Give them importance, praise them, and get your work done. See, how do you know? Bhagavad Gita 19th chapter. And this technique I tried on one family. This happened in Delhi many years before, must be 30 or 40 years before. I was coming from the school. The lady who was driving me, for the first time she was driving me and she met me. She was a school teacher. So for no reason I said something. I said, Mama, how is the Cold War at home? I have no reason to talk like this to somebody. But I said, how is the Cold War? Immediately, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati said, Swamiji, did you come? I said, but stop the car. I don't have insurance. Then she said, Swamiji, do you know anything? I said, no, I am seeing you for the first time, Mama. If I hurt you, I am sorry. No. What you are telling is the truth. What is the truth? Then she started telling. In our house, we have got two daughters, and we are not on talking terms, me and my husband. The food is kept on the dining table. When he wants, he comes and eats. When I require money, he keeps it on the table. I use it. Cold War. I feel so disgusted. What to do? I said, I'll tell you. But don't tell my name. Then I said, start babying them. How to do babying? I said, that also I have to teach you. Then I told, I said, look here. When he is getting ready to go to office, take out a hanky, put a fragrance that he likes, and tell him, don't take that old hanky all the day. Take this fresh one. You decide what clothes he should put on. No, don't put on that shirt. It doesn't look nice on you. This is very good. You look so handsome on that. That Dumbo start thinking he is looking handsome. And then, when he is coming late at home, you finish your food. But you tell him, see, you should come earlier. I am feeling so hungry. Now let us eat together. It doesn't matter. You eat first. But tell him the lies. That without you, I can't eat food. I can't enjoy. Try it. And she tried. After 6 months, she herself came to my place. Says, Swamiji, did namaskar. You are a genius of the highest. Now you tell me, how do you know this? I said, बेवकूफ को बेवकूफ बनाने में अकल नहीं लगती. All the wives of the world will be happy. See, friends, it is so simple. Therefore, you don't have to have objectivity in life. Try to understand that poor fellow. He goes outside, everybody kicks him. He comes at home, there also you kick him. See? So give him importance, value, and make him feel, be very attentive. Make him feel that you cannot be without him. Give too much of importance. Then slowly, he starts feeling importance of his own life. And change start happening. Many people fail in life because they do not have the self-esteem for themselves. Outside they are a failure, at home they get kicks. I should teach psychology. Okay. Saveti vedyam tat sarvam nanyat tasyasti vedita vidita tat pruthak bodha swarupakam. Now this is coming from the Kenopanishad. Saveti vedyam tat sarvam. He knows everything which is knowable. Waker knows only the waking world. Dreamer knows only the dream world. Deep sleeper knows only the deep sleep world. And a Samadhi person knows only the Samadhi world. But there is one who knows all of them. Who is that? This is the best expression in Kenopanishad. The student asks the question, Kene shitam patati preshitam manaha under whose guidance and compulsion the mind functions in its own field, how the eyes function in their own field, how the speech functions in this own field. Please tell me, what is that? So the teacher says, it is the eyes of the eyes, it is the tongue of the tongue, it is the mind of the mind. Not like that. You are confusing us further. Tell exactly what it is, how to catch it. The teacher says, na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati, na manaha, na vidma, na vijanimaha, yatha etad anushisyan. All your sense organs fail. Organs of action fail. Mind fails. Intellect fails. Not only that, we don't know how to teach. Yatha etad anushisyan. How to pass on this knowledge to the students, we don't know. So have we come to a wrong place? 100%. No, sir, don't brush us like that, please. And what did your guru told you, sir? And that I can tell you. My guru told me, Anya devata viditat aviditabhyam adihi. The truth is other than the known and unknown. What if the truth is not told? It is other than the known and unknown. Now start working. See? Effects are known, cause is unknown. See? When we see a child, effect. Hey, who is your dad? Cause. Every cause is known because of the effect. All the patients, when they go to the doctor, they tell the effects, the symptoms. From the symptoms, the disease is arrived at. Diagnosis. Anya devata vidita avidita abhyam adi, meaning what? It is beyond cause and effect. Second thing. Other than the known and the unknown. What is known? What is unknown? I know English, but I don't know Gujarati. It is other than English and Gujarati. See? I know America. I don't know South America. It's other than that. I know the waking. I don't know the deep sleep and samadhi. Other than that. See? Now, most important. I know the sounds. Oh. But the silence that follows after the sound, that I don't know. So, what is the truth? Other than the sound and absence of the sound. In short, the truth is beyond the scope of presence and absence. When there is a zero possibility of our absence, is it necessary to tell that I am present? See, all the involvement of every faculty suspends, and yet we continue to be. Nobody can ever experience his absence. And therefore can illuminate all the presence and the absence. Sound and silence, joy and sorrow, they are all complementary opposites. What is the sorrow? Absence of joy. What is the joy? Absence of sorrows. They are all complementary to each other. What is death? Absence of life. What is life? Absence of death. Both are known. That which is beyond the is and is not, in technical term, asti nasti pratyay. Anything which is known as is and is not, the truth is beyond that. Therefore, vidita viditabhyam tat prutak is other than the known and the unknown. So, cause and effect. Cause unknown, effects known, other than that. Then second thing. Cause is in the earlier period of time, effect is in the later period of time. So other than known and unknown means what? Other than the principle of time. Dharma, adharma. Other than dharma, adharma. See, my friends, is only correcting the focal length. The real spiritual practice is change your focal length. Like a lady goes to the jeweler shop, her focal length is design and the shape and the fashion of that particular ornament. But the jeweler's focal length is it gold or not? What we see in this world is the names and the forms. We don't see the existence. See, I'll show you existence. This is a book. Is existence. This is a book. This is a camera. This is also existence, this is also existence. In between, there is no book, no camera. So even the absence is known as existing. Be attentive. I am present when the book is or when the book is not. I am present where the camera is or the camera is not. Then who am I? Other than the known and the unknown. Other than the is and the is not. In short, there is no option. There is no option for us to be or not to be. If this is the truth, what should be our spiritual practice? Give yourself minimum options. Lesser the options, happier you are. Like, we have this clothes. No option. Same every time. You go to the marriage, same thing. Go to toilet, same thing. Go to temple, same thing. Go to a funeral, same thing. Go to sleep, same thing. You don't have to think about it. Kya pehnu? And our ammas, I feel so bad for them. Poor ladies, they enter the walk-in wardrobe. And then they stand there, 365 saris are hanging. Are you going to come out of it? Our child has become ready to get married. Because more choice. Give less choice, you are nearer to yourself. See? But in this country, people choose everything. Even after birth, they choose their gender. I know one girl, she has converted herself into a man and she has changed her name. Now she has become George. So when I look, George is which gender? Georgie? She said, no, I didn't like that feminine. This is one extreme. Other extreme, in India this has happened. One boy, very good boy, and he wrote me, Swamiji, I have never told this thing to anybody in my family. I am telling to you first. I feel this is not my body. I am in a wrong body. My body is male body, but I don't feel that I am a man. I am a woman. I don't know what to do. So I put him with a psychiatrist, a friend of mine. He tried to tell him it didn't work. Finally, he decided to have to get operated. And he is a highly qualified professional. a medical doctor himself. And this happened when he has completed his graduation, post-graduation, and he was supposed to work. That time he wrote me. See, government will have problem. What to write now? By birth, man. By choice, woman. See, give yourself a zero choice. That is what our saints say. Tevile anante taishechi rahave chitti asudhave samadhana. Discover contentment. This is one of the sadhana in Yoga Shastra. That is, in Yama, it is Yama sadhana. There are 5 principles. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya. And in Niyam sadhana, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishwar Pranidhanani. Santosha, contentment. Contentment is give minimum choice. Life becomes easy. Therefore, this is the technique. Vidita viditabhyam tat prathak bodha swarupakam. And when we are not lost in the worldly thing, you are at peace with yourself. And a person who is at peace with himself or herself is at peace with everybody, everywhere, every time. See? Then our personality is like the water, comfortable in every pot. Otherwise, everywhere awkward. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.